Good morning, 8th class. Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start our chapter number 3, that is the poem on the ocean. Right? Let's see what are the learning outcomes we are going to get after reading the poem out or after completing the unit. Right? Then I will introduce you to the title of the poem on the ocean. Right? But first of all, let's see the learning outcomes. After completing this lesson, the students will be able to analyze a poem for main idea, write the summary of the poem, understand how a poet uses language to appeal the senses through similes, identify and use rhyming words. So rhyming words are there in the poem. Use appropriate expressions, vocabulary and style to engage in conversation. So use of vocabulary and expressions. Use linking verbs. Identify topic sentence in a paragraph. Identify sentences carrying supporting detail. Recognize the text comprises a group of paragraphs that develop a single theme or idea. How to develop a paragraph? What is the topic sentence of a paragraph? And what are the sentences used as supporting details in a paragraph? Is that clear? How you are going to comprise a text? How you are going to write or form a text that is comprising of different paragraphs, right? That develop a single theme or idea. Means to say, to discuss a single theme or idea, how you are going to organize the text based on different paragraphs, right? Have you ever seen an ocean? Have you ever? Probably not, but maybe in movies or in some scene or in some documentary program. How do you feel on a hot day? But this is the most common experience having by us all, right? We have experienced a hot day, and how do we feel on that day? So we can share the feelings. The poem today is on the ocean. But let me introduce this title first, because these stanzas 1, 2 and 3, these three stanzas are not itself a poem, but these are taken from a poem. ये stanzas जो हैं ये तीनों itself एक poem नहीं है, बल्कि ये एक poem में से लिए गए हैं, right? And this poem is written by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Okay, Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Let's see who is the poet. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, born from 1772, died in 1834, was an English poet, a literary critic. शायर भी थे, तनकीद निगार भी थे, यानी तनकीद भी करते थे, and a philosopher और एक philosopher भी थे. Among his poetic works, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan are the most appreciated and well-known poems. So these are his well-known poems. Biographia Literaria is his major prose work. ठीक है, it's not in a form of poetry. Biographia Literaria जो है ये पोइट्री की फॉर्म में नहीं है, या ये एक पोइट्री की बुक नहीं है, but it's a prose work. It's a text. Based on the text. Is that clear? तो ये एक prose work है, पोइट्री का काम नहीं है, right? Now, these stanzas given the title of On the Ocean, these stanzas are taken from the poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. So let's see about the poem. These stanzas have been taken from S.T. Coleridge's poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Rime, the poem or the story of the Ancient Mariner, one of the most influential poems in English language. This poem is about an old sailor who narrates his long story about a voyage in which his entire crew was killed. तो ये स्टोरी जो है ये बेसिकली एक ओल्ड सेलर की कहानी है जो अपनी उस कहानी को बयान करता है, जिसमें वो एक लंबे समंदरी सफ़र पर जाता है और उसका पूरा अमला और उसका पूरा क्रू जो है वो मार दिया जाता है या वो मर जाता है. In the given stanzas, the narrator explained the hardships and dangers that they encountered during the sea voyage. अब ये जो 3 stanzas हैं, इसमें उस क्रू की या उन लोगों की उस वक्त की एक्सट्रीम कंडीशंस हैं जब वो एक तूफ़ान में फंस जाते हैं, राइट? और वो किस तरह से वहाँ से निकलने की कोशिश करते हैं या निकल पाते हैं या नहीं पाते. It was a giant storm rose up in the sea and chased the ship to the southward. Or you can say pushed the ship to the southward. To the southward, it was a frigid land of mist and snow. And the ship stuck in this frigid land of mist and snow. जहाज़ जो है वो धुंध और उस बर्फीली जगह पर फंस जाता है, राइट. लेकिन उसके कुछ देर के बाद द सेलर्स encountered a big sea bird named albatross and the bird started flying around the ship. कुछ देर के बाद जब वो उस तूफ़ान की वजह से उस जगह पर जहाँ पर धुंध है, कोहर है, स्नो है, फंस जाते हैं, तो वो एक परिंदे को देखते हैं जिसका नाम है एल्बाट्रॉस, और वो उनकी शिप के इर्द गिर्द चक्कर लगाना शुरू कर देता है. आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बर्फ़ जो है, आइस जो है, इट स्टार्टेड क्रैकिंग. बर्फ़ जो है इट क्रैक्ड एंड विंड फ्रॉम साउथ, और साउथ की तरफ से आने वाली जो हवा है, इट प्रोपेल्ड द शिप आउट ऑफ द फ्रिजिड रीजन. तो वो हवा जो है वो उस जहाज़ को उस फ्रिजिड या उस जमे हुए रीजन से, जहाँ बर्फ़ ही बर्फ़ है, आइस है हर तरफ, उस रीजन से निकाल देती. और उसको वहाँ से निकाल कर जो एक फॉगी स्टेट है ऑफ वाटर की, वहाँ तक ले जाती, राइट. यानी अब वो बर्फ़ से या आइस से निकल कर एक फॉगी सिचुएशन में of the water वो चले जाते हैं. Now the sailors thought that it was all due to the bird albatross, so they considered the bird albatross a sign of good omen. वो अपने लिए इसको एक अच्छा शगुन ख्याल करते हैं. But unfortunately, for unknown reasons, the mariner killed the albatross, the bird. अननोन रीजंस की वजह से मैरिनर जो है वो उस परिंदे को मार देता है. यू डोंट नो द रीजंस. देन द सेलर्स गॉट फ्यूरियस. फिर वो उस पर गुस्सा होते हैं, क्या आपने इसको क्यों मारा, राइट.